Alright guys, I'm back with another Dokkan video, right, as they say. I want to go over something that has caused a lot of controversy lately. And I'm going to have to traverse it very carefully. And all the while I have to take care of this little burn pit I got going on. Check it out. It's a little MacGyvered. I need to get something in place of this, but it's working real nicely as an oven right now, and it's providing a lot of ash that can sprinkle back into the ground. So big W, as they say, right? Ooh, sorry, I get a little camera shy too, or especially when there's a live audience. They're probably looking at me like I'm crazy. Whatever. So it's caused a lot of controversy, and there's a whole big debate amongst big and small YouTubers. Is it the hardest event in history, or is it not? Of course, I'm talking about Festival of Battles. Yeah, Festival. I've beaten it. I'll just put that out there. I was kind of lucky in the sense that I had all the units already, but I don't have anyone rainbowed. And do I? Don't let me lead you wrong with that statement. There's probably one or two, but I don't have any major hitter rainbowed. I have Tech Vegeta, I told them, because I'm Vegeta's #1 fan. Like, whoever says they're a bigger Vegeta fan than me, wrong. I don't care what special knowledge you know of Vegito. I don't care. I'm the biggest fan ever. That and Z Broly. Z Broly? That's my guy. Did I watch the movie entirely? No. It's a bad movie. But Broly's awesome. To put it PG. If I wanted to use the language I wanted to use, I would thoroughly explain why I love Z Broly and Vegito. Top 2 favorite characters of all Dragon Ball Z. That's why Dragon Ball Multiverse, good. The fan service of Vegito versus Broly was enough to satisfy me for years. Years. And that was 10 years ago, I think. 10 years ago plus. It was Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. Spoiler alert. But if you haven't read it by now, I don't care. Get out of here. Are you silly? Read it. It's so good. And it's not too, well, it's getting edgy now. But it wasn't too edgy when it first started. It was really good. That's all to say that I pulled Vegito with minimum money spent. Sorry, I have really bad belly disease, I guess. I don't know. So I pulled him. Got 1 copy. Minimal effort, minimal money. I run a tight budget, and I pulled him within budget. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Was that the pickup I got? Yeah, it was. I picked up the Super Saiyan 4 Goku because I pulled Gogeta with tickets. So I was very, very happy. And Gohan too. Gohan, I picked up 3, now that I think about it. Gogeta, Goku, and Frieza, and what was the third one? Gohan. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I haven't used him yet. I'm just not really too enthralled. He should have been better. I can see where people are upset, but at the same time, he isn't bad by any means. So I picked up all the units that I needed. Essentially, I've already had Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta, and the Gods since the 7th anniversary, and they were only like 1 or 2 pathways open at the most. So the problem was the last spot. Like, what would you fill it with? And I tried a lot. I experimented with a lot of different options. The best probable option that everyone has is I feel like it's not Namagoku, because he relies too much on dodge at the end. if you don't get them stacked up correctly. And that's how I won. The first time I 3 dodged a Vegito Super with Tech Vegeta of the exchange or the tag unit right after Goku 25 dodged it, because I built him full dodge from the start. Him and Cooler, I built Cooler full dodge. I'm telling you right now, Cooler doesn't need anything else besides dodge. He doesn't need no crit. He doesn't need no additional full dodge, because that's gonna help you in the beginning to build up all your stuff before you get cremated by whatever boss is gonna torch him in the first round. Dynamic Goku, I don't like him. I had to rely on dodge with him. What was I gonna say? 9th anniversary Gogeta. He is the best option for probable. You probably have that unit, and is a great option for the 6 slots or the 6 option for your team. The event doesn't really spike up that hard at all. It doesn't. Like UI Goku, you can appropriately deal with him with the setup. The only setup you can run before this phase came out, Hit. And even then, Hit's team is iffy. It doesn't spike up till Tech UI, and if you have the right setup, you torch Tech UI. And Scouterfish. Scouterfishing is a little cheaty, but I mean, they haven't dealt with it yet. Maybe it's low on their priority list, but I think it's low on their priority list for a reason. So you could philosophize it in your head back and forth all day. Don't drive yourself crazy. Just do it. Knowing where the super attack is going to be so you can best deal with it is better than losing 2 hours of progress. You'll drive yourself nuts. Gogeta just stacks up until, dang, what is it, Tech UI if he needs to? Phi Goku, and then it's insane. He has 70% dodge, 70% chance to counter Ki Blast, which is what Gogeta and man, tired from today. Same day I did the first video, so I'm out of breath. Whew. Yeah, 70% chance to dodge both Gogeta and Vegito's blast and counter it. It's not gonna do damage, but you just won't get hit with like a kill shot. And then he has his active. Like, you can save that for a necessary turn. It gives you so much wiggle room. And I think, now looking in hindsight, I think 9th anniversary was being developed around the 10th anniversary content, because Beast Gohan was just controlling the year all year long. Controlled like the entire year of content, and it wasn't even close. Broly fell off a little bit just because of how demanding the first phase is. Sorry, I'm keeping a lookout for my wife. She usually just pops out randomly with my kid, so I just gotta keep a lookout. I gotta, wife aggro. You all know what that is. Beast Gohan, right? He dominated. Broly, he kind of fell off. He can deal with the Goku and Frieza fire appropriately if he's not smashed by the frickin' what's it called phase. Both 17 Tech 17 phase and the Golden Frieza and 5 Golden Frieza and 17 phase, because yeah, he can get smushed if caught out of place. But that's easy to play around, because you just, well, I say that, but it is right that the first phase is a little bit too squishy. It gives you like a time limit. Like, you are definitely going to get to Tech Android 17 within 2 turns, because Gohan and Frieza take way too much damage. All that to say, as well, Broly can, but he fell off. And then the Gogeta was just always the odd one out. Gogeta was the odd one out because it never made sense why he was developed the way he was. It's like, yeah, cool, he can have 70% dodge, but like Golden Frieza and 17 cancel dodge. So it always was weird with him. He was like the backup to Beast if the team needed it. And I was like, I thought that. Sorry, I got distracted by a bird. I thought that like it was like a back pocket to Beast, and they just made you feel stupid when you pulled for Gogeta, and then you had to buy more for Beast. Like, I thought that was a good marketing ploy that way, kind of, because I don't know. I wasn't really too hyped about Gogeta. But I was hyped about Broly. It's kind of sad how he fell off. I do like him in the STR Jiren Red Zone though. He's very effective in there. So yeah, Gogeta was just never fully utilized, and it was weird. And then Festival comes out, and he's like the perfect match for it. He has the dodge. He has stacked defense, so he'll be able to dodge. Or sorry, he'll be able to survive if he doesn't dodge. But the dodge just goes in tandem with the super counter, so you can live against Gogeta. You have I don't know what the math is. I would have to learn the math all over. Sorry about. I would have to learn the math of what that is again. I just haven't done math like that in so long. But it's improbable, I could say, just from knowing patterns. Like, it's improbable for you, especially with the full dodge build, improbable to die by a counter or by a blast super. So that's where he fits in. Circling back, Festival with the intended units to run for it isn't a hard event. It is a little bit RNG heavy when it comes to the Daima phase. We're gonna not make a decision on anything just yet. I'm gonna go through the motions, and then I'm gonna give you the final answer of my opinion, and then I'll elaborate on it. Festival is not a hard event up until the Daima phase, only because of Gogeta's counters. So would it be considered hard because of that phase? You know what? It is a hard event overall then, because we said the same thing about Fusion Zamasu. You would just imagine turn 1 is Daima phase, and you have the appropriate team necessary from turn 1. All the units still operate the same way. It's just turn 1, right? If you're not lucky enough to do the appropriate amount of damage in the 2-turn charge count, that charge count really does make it ridiculous. So many times I've lost because orbs wouldn't go my way. It would do quite the opposite. It would actually lock me out from doing anything. Orbs and charge count. It goes hand in hand. If you're not able to do what you have to do within 2 turns. Hi, bird. They're looking for termite larvae because they cracked open a stump that was falling apart. Wow, what a nice fire. How do I do that? So if you can't do that within the appropriate amount, it's a time limit. It's a time limited event. A time limit, very difficult. Like, imagine Fusion Zamasu with a time limit. That's essentially what that is from the Daima phase. And to get to that point, you have to be dedicated enough to really do a lot, to be appropriately built up, to be. It's like running a raid in World of Warcraft. Now that I think about it, it's just like you try to meet bare minimums. Yes. See, told you. Huh? Alright, review the tape. Okay, let's go. Alright, I'm ready, boys. Put me in. I review the tape. It's like a World of Warcraft raid. You have to do a lot just to meet the bare minimums to run a raid. Well, that was the old way of doing it. Now it's just, you know, raid finder. Whatever. Or you could play classic. Look at me. I'm so hardcore, I play classic. Get out of here. Get out of here, dude. Are you silly? Just play retail, man. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's better. Way better. Don't try it. Don't try to argue with that. Classic is not better. Mist is going to be cool. I can't wait for Mist of Pandaria. That's going to be awesome. But we'll see when I get a computer. It's like running a World of Warcraft raid. You need to have the bare minimum. And like the bare minimum is like best in slot from what you can get outside of the raid. And that's what we have right now. It's just like best in slot and best in slot tangent. Like no one's really pushing the meta right now. Tau is ridiculous. I don't understand why they made Tau like that, but they're gonna. I'm telling you right now, this is to further push my agenda. People are gonna call it agenda. I'm telling you, my prediction is that they're gonna do the Saiyan bloodline versus the Frost clan generational battle. All that to say again, it's just we don't have any best in slot that's stronger than the prior best in slot, because Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 is completely necessary for that event. Straight up. If you don't have them, you're not winning. It's just, that's how it is. Hit is a good addition to Vegito and Gogeta, especially since they're on his team. He's not better than Gogeta or Vegito. He's not doing what he's doing. I don't know. Very, very odd situation where the first character really pushed the limit is Tao. Like, the fact that he can hit 100 mil casually, where Golden Week Goku has to do that with extreme juicing on a revive. Insane. That's crazy what they did. That's why I'm not expecting Diamond for Global also. It's just, how are you going to release a low hype character that's blatantly better than arguably both Golden Week units after the lowest hype Saiyan Day unit of all time? It's just weird. It's a very weird time in 2025. I'm glad it's playing out the way it is. It's very interesting. It's the best it's ever been, but it's just very odd. You just don't, like I've been saying, they've been throwing us curveballs left and right. In conclusion, festivals is definitely the hardest event. It is. It's definitely the hardest event in history. I was coming in here to say it's not hard. It's just like arbitrarily hard because of the turn count. But I mean, that's just what they wanted to do with a super hard event. Like, how else? They want you? What, we're gonna cheese it and then say, look what we did it. We beat it with like Kid Trunks and dang, it's getting dark. Whatever. It's a mood, right? For all my girly audience. Like, what else can you, like, I've never been more frustrated with an event that it feels like an actual, like, challenge event. And it's one of my most defining, like, video game achievements I feel like I've ever done. Where before, I think it was like, I did the Green Fire mission in World of Warcraft to get Green Fire. And I did it with a lot of help, and I had I was better suited for that fight than what it was before. So, festivals is it's truly brain rotting at times how ridiculous it is. It's just like, you're on physical Gogeta in the beginning, and you get through him prior times easily. And then this time, he's just not taking damage, and you just lose because of the turn count. Or you don't get to do damage because the orbs are so bad. unbelievably. Like, it will drive you. I have pictures of how bad it was. It's crazy. It's honestly ridiculous. You know what? I don't know. I think actually the Broly Red Zone was maybe tied with how difficult it was. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Both the Red Zone Broly event and the festivals are really difficult to no item. Oh, there. This is. I also do no items, so I try to challenge myself as much as possible, especially since I do pay a little bit into it. Because you couldn't do this free to play. You couldn't. Like, you can get Bardock, maybe. And then who else would you build if you didn't pull any of the units? Like, you would pull one, maybe. You would pull Vegito. You would have to with the free ticket or the free unit. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird because the festival is so particular. Like, you can only have one setup to win it, and that's it. Technically, you could say the same thing about Red Zone Broly, and technically you could say original Broly, but I'm gonna have to give it the festival just because of time. Like, you know how dedicated you have to be to run over and over and over again that same event 2 or 3 hours in. It's crazy. Like, it takes a lot of energy and concentration. That and the Broly Red Zone, the first original one, just because of dodge canceling, it was so crazy. We didn't have the defensive capabilities that we had now, unless you were strictly about it. Like if you, that's why Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta was so relevant. So there was none. Like, Gogeta could get blown away too. The gods can get blown away even after they transform. Before they transformed, it was brutal. Like, it took Ginyu's team to really get the job done. I think the gods and the Super Saiyan 4s were good for Omega's event, but that was easy because you could dodge, and it was like built around the Super Saiyan 4s, kind of. But yeah, that's my wandering rant. I'm willing to discuss this further in future episodes because it's a very interesting event. So, like I said before, leave in the comments what you would like to talk about, argue, debate, what have you, and I'll make future videos on them. Alright, see you later.